The electric car has come a long way compared to even 10 years ago. China just built a battery that does 930 miles on a single charge, charges faster than a gas fill-up, and one version of it runs entirely on salt. This isn't a rumor, this just happened, and it changes everything. Segment 1. The man nobody sees. The most powerful person in the global car industry right now is someone you've almost certainly never heard of. His name is Robin Zeng. He doesn't do magazine covers. He doesn't do keynote presentations in black turtlenecks. He just quietly built CATL, which stands for Contemporary Amperex Technology Company Limited, into the company that manufactures more than a third of every EV battery made on Earth. Tesla runs on his batteries. BMW runs on his batteries. Toyota, Volkswagen, and Ford, the very brands that Western governments are betting on to compete with China, are powered by this one-man's company. He started in 1999 making small lithium cells for gadgets. He sold that Bezel cells for Dells for $100 million in 2005, and instead of retiring, went straight back to work building a car battery division nobody cared about yet. In 2011, when Beijing started pouring money into electric vehicles, he spun that division into CATL. A year after landing a single contract with BMW, revenue jumped from $1 billion to $9 billion. By 2017, CATL was the biggest EV battery maker on the planet. They call him the Invisible King, and honestly, the title fits. So when this man walked onto a stage at the 2026 Beijing Motor Show and unveiled something called the Qilin compressed battery, the entire industry leaned forward. And what he put on that board is why we're here. Segment 2. The problem nobody fully solved. Now, before we get into what the Qilin actually does, you need to understand the problem it's trying to solve, because this is the exact thing that's been holding EVs back for 15 years and the reason millions of people who want one still haven't bought one. Range. The real-world range on most affordable EVs today sits somewhere between 250 and 350 miles, and that's on a warm day, before motorway speeds and the air conditioning quietly start eating into it. The moment you plan anything longer than your daily commute, a road trip, a long weekend, a drive across a few states, you're not planning a route anymore, you're planning around charging stops. You're checking which stations are actually working, whether someone else is already using them, and how long the wait is. A clean 5-hour drive turns into a 7-hour logistics headache. And if a charger is broken when you get there, you're sitting in a car park doing math you did not sign up for. Then there's cold weather, which nobody in the EV industry ever wants to say out loud. At just above freezing, a lithium-ion battery accepts 36% less power than it does at room temperature. Your range drops 20 to 30% before you've left the driveway. Charging slows dramatically. In real winter conditions, charge times can double or even triple. That's why every January you see the same headlines about EV owners stranded on highways in the snow. And quietly underneath all of this, every charge cycle wears the battery pack down a little. The battery that gave you 280 miles eventually gives you 250, then 220. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. 4 real problems, 15 years of billions spent, and the industry's answer has basically been bigger battery packs, more chargers, be patient. So you can imagine what it felt like when CATL walked in and put 930 miles on the board, apparently solving all 4 at once. Let's talk about how. Segment 3. Meet the Qilin. The battery is called the Qilin compressed battery, and the trick that makes 930 miles possible starts with one single change that affects everything else. Every EV battery running on the road today has a liquid electrolyte sitting in the middle of the cell. That liquid is what moves electrical charge between the 2 ends of the battery, and it works. But it's also the root cause of almost every EV flaw you've ever encountered. It performs terribly in extreme temperatures, it becomes a serious fire risk if the cell is damaged, and it sets a hard limit on how much energy you can pack into a given weight. CATL replaced that liquid with a compressed gel. The same fundamental structure, but a completely different and far more stable material in the single most critical part of the cell. That one change cascades into something extraordinary. The result is a battery so structurally stable that CATL says you could cut it in half with a saw and it wouldn't leak a drop or ignite. Think about that the next time someone talks about EV fire risks. Energy density sits at 350 watt-hours per kilogram, which sounds like just another specification until you compare it to reality. Think about that the next time someone talks about EV fire risks. Energy density sits at 350 watt-hours per kilogram, which sounds like just another specification until you compare it to reality. To match this range with a standard LFP battery, the kind used in most affordable EVs today, your battery pack would need to weigh 400 kilograms more. This battery is so light and compact that CATL is already looking at putting it in electric aircraft. In a sedan, it delivers 930 miles of range. That's New York to Cincinnati without touching a charger. In a full-size SUV, it delivers 620 miles, beating the Mercedes EQS, currently the longest-range EV in Europe at 574 miles, with range left over. So if you've ever genuinely wanted an EV but talked yourself out of it the moment you opened the map for a long drive, this battery was built specifically for you. But here's the part that actually stopped me. The detail nobody's talking about nearly loudly enough. One version of the Qilin doesn't run on lithium at all. CATL developed a sodium-ion variant alongside the compressed battery pack. And sodium is one of the most abundant materials on Earth. We're essentially talking about salt. No cobalt, no lithium. None of the environmentally difficult, geopolitically concentrated mining that turned the EV supply chain into a diplomatic flashpoint for over a decade. And CATL says this sodium-ion version holds 90% of its capacity at negative 40 degrees Celsius, which is colder than most of Canada in January. Colder than almost anywhere in Europe ever gets. The cold weather problem and the dirty supply chain problem, two of the most legitimate criticisms of EVs since the beginning, handled in a single battery pack. Which means the last real argument against EVs is charging speed. And CATL just handled that too. Sigma 4. 4 minutes? You know exactly how the skeptic argument goes. Range is fine, sure, but I'm not sitting at a motorway service station for 45 minutes while the petrol car next to me is already back on the road. And honestly, that's been a fair point. Until now. Alongside the Qilin, Tattel unveiled the third-generation Shengsing battery, built specifically to eliminate that final objection. The Shengsing charges at up to 1,300 kilowatts. The fastest public chargers most drivers have ever actually used at a motorway stop deliver somewhere between 150 and 350 kilowatts on a good day. The Shengsing operates at more than 3 times that peak power. In real life, that means 10% to 80% in 3 minutes and 44 seconds, 98% charge in 6 minutes and 27 seconds. At negative 30 degrees Celsius, it goes from 20% to 98% in just 9 minutes. That's the temperature where your smartphone shuts itself off to protect its own battery. The Shengsing keeps going. It also retains over 90% of its original capacity after 1,000 full charge cycles, meaning years of daily charging before you'd notice any meaningful degradation. Tesla superchargers, the current gold standard, add about 200 miles of range in 15 minutes. The Shengsing adds 250 miles in just 4 minutes. You pull up, plug in, walk inside, grab a coffee, and your car is practically full before you've paid for it. The person at the petrol pump next to you hasn't even finished filling up yet. So what exactly is the argument against EVs now?